Okay, let's look at number 2. So we're unable to factor this. Let's go ahead now and let's identify the vertical asymptote. So the vertical asymptote, I'm taking this denominator, I'm setting it equal to 0 and solving, and I have x equals 2. Now for the horizontal asymptote, I recognize that we have x to the 0, so horizontal asymptote, I have 1x to the 0 over x to the first minus 2 plus 2. Notice the degree in the numerator is greater than the degree in the denominator. When that occurs, we will have a horizontal asymptote of y equals 0, except this vertical shift of plus 2. So I'm going to add 2 to that vertical asymptote, and we end up with y equals 2. All right, let me keep moving on here. All right, next let's identify what is going to be the x-intercept. So I'm going to come over here before I do anything, and I'm just going to graph those. So I'm going to go to x equals 2 for the vertical, and we're going to go to horizontal of y equals 2. Okay, I can see I have 4 different regions, and now let's identify that x-intercept. So when I identify the x-intercept, remember y is always 0. So I'm going to replace g of x with 0. I'm going to start by subtracting 2 to both sides, so negative 2 equals 1 over x minus 2. We can always put 1 on the bottom, and then I'm going to move ahead with cross multiplying. So negative 2 times this quantity, and we're going to have 1 times 1. Distribute, negative 2x plus 4 equals 1. Subtract 4 to the opposite side. Divide by negative 2. And have x equals a positive 3/2, which is like 1.5. So I'm going to go to 1.5, which is right here. And next, let's identify what is the y-intercept. So for the y-intercept, I'm going to make x equals 0. So I have y equals 1 over, 0 minus 2 is negative 2 plus 2. So y equals, well, think of this as a negative 0.5 plus 2. You can think of this in terms of decimals if you choose not to do the butterfly method. We end up with a positive 1.5. So I'm going to go to positive 1.5. 1.5 is right here. I can see I already have 2 critical points. Now I need 2 more critical points to the right. So I am going to test at this time 3 and 4. Testing 3 and testing 4. Okay, here we go. How do I test it? I'm plugging into this. I have 1 over 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 2. Well, 1 plus 2 is 3. Let's go over 3, 3. Now 4. 1 over 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 2. That'd be 2.5. So I go over 4 and up 2.5. And that's enough for us to see our critical points, getting closer and closer to the asymptotes, but never actually crossing or touching.